Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Harrington. Tonight on the Now Bakersfield. If you love to snuggle up with babies, we have details on an opportunity for you to cuddle them all day and give back to the community. And how Bakersfield teachers and doctors are coming together to help teachers in Paradise affected by the Camp Fire last year. That's all ahead on the Now Bakersfield. Annie?
Topping our lineup on the Now as the debate over the border wall continues. We're in one Texas town that is preparing for a barrier that's already been approved. There's still a lot of questions, though, like if it's going to run through people's homes. And you probably don't think twice about honking your horn if someone just pulls out and cuts you off. But one woman is fighting back after she just got a ticket for it.
And I blared my horn at him, and I looked over and I saw that it was a police officer.
Yeah, she ended up honking at a police officer. We're looking into the laws when it comes to this. Also, with Netflix raising prices again, the bill for these streaming services is really starting to add up. So we're going to help you get more bang for your buck when it comes to using these services.
Good evening. We begin tonight with an update to the story of a woman seen in a video dragging a dog while she was riding a scooter. The Bakersfield Police Department says they have completed their investigation and have now submitted a criminal complaint to the Kern County District Attorney's Office concerning the suspect in the case. BPD is now recommending a charge of animal cruelty against the suspect. 23 ABC has chosen to not release the woman's name because she has not yet been officially charged of any crimes. Her attorney has also requested we do not use her name as she has received death threats. Well, turning to a developing story, Bakersfield police announcing tonight they are reopening a murder cold case on the 40th anniversary of the crime. Police say 28-year-old Linda Sue Adkins was found murdered in a field near the Hilton Inn on Rosedale Highway on January 16, 1979. Police say in 1983, a man named Henry Lee Lucas confessed to Adkins' murder along with several others while in custody in Texas. However, since then, several of those confessions have been discredited, leading BPD to re-examine the evidence. They say they now believe he was not the person who killed Adkins. So today, marking the 40th anniversary of Adkins' death, BPD says they're hoping new technology will help find the real killer. Anyone with information is asked to contact the detective on the case at 326-3559. Local doctors coming together to help teachers in Paradise, the town devastated by the deadly Camp Fire last year. $5,000 collected in donations will be presented by check for Paradise fire relief by the chairman of the board for Centric Health and the president of Centric Health. The Panama Buena Vista Teachers Association is helping collect and deliver the donation. According to the association, the donation will help provide resources for an event happening next month called CTA Teachers Thrive Together. The association says that event will help provide additional resources for relief and recovery for teachers in Paradise.
This moment of human kindness is sponsored by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Well, have you ever wanted to get the opportunity to cuddle babies and also give back to the community? In this story of Hello Human Kindness, the Now's Kelly Broderick gives us a look at a local hospital who does just that.
Thanks, Jess. Every year, nearly 15 million babies are born prematurely. And in California, those premature birth rates continue to climb. These babies and their families face so many obstacles right out of the gate, but hospitals like Bakersfield Memorial are trying to make their lives a little easier with a little bit of TLC.
So our cuddler, we call them cuddler volunteers, work with our NICU unit and our pediatrics department to sit with babies that may not have a family member there because either they're still having some services done or they're at home and have other family members to take care of.
The Cuddler program also acts as a support system for the nursing staff, as they often have their hands full.
It's an amazing program. You've seen probably nationwide the benefits that all the babies have experienced because they had that extra care.
Studies have shown that the benefits of holding babies as early as the first few hours after birth has long-term health benefits. In fact, touch is one of the first senses infants develop and is a building block for mental development and forming emotional connections.
I believe that the rewarding part of it is knowing that a lot of these babies are benefiting from what we're doing. So I have noticed, and a lot of the nurses do give feedback on this, that a lot of the babies do heal much faster when they are constantly being held and comforted versus them sitting in a NICU crib and just being tended to.
It's just a extra touch, a special moment when the baby needs to have that caress, somebody warm to be with them, cuddling them, spending time letting them know they're not alone. Instead of laying in an incubator or a bassinet alone, they have somebody to spend time and just really show them some tender and extra love and care.
Volunteers say it's not only beneficial for the babies, but can be a relaxing and rewarding time for the cuddlers.
And especially when they're awake and they look at you and they're trying to figure out who's holding me, or they're holding onto your hand or something like that. But I want to say that almost every time I'm in there, I really enjoy my time.
Now, currently, the Cuddle Care program at Bakersfield Memorial is full, but they say that they are always accepting volunteers. You just might be put on a waiting list. If you want to see how you can volunteer, you can head to our website, turnto23.com. For the Now, Kelly Broderick, 23 ABC.
Cute story, Kelly. Thanks. And we love highlighting human kindness stories like these. If you or someone you know has done a kind thing for others, let us know on our website, turnto23.com. Click on the Hello Human Kindness link, and there you can submit your story idea and look at all of our stories. Annie?
Let's get to the Now newsfeed. The Women's March this weekend in Washington will go on without some high-profile sponsors. Emily's List, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and the Human Rights Campaign are just some previous partners that are off the list this year. Support for both national and local marches dropped off after two national leaders were accused of anti-Semitism. Police in Australia say they've busted a multi-million-dollar drug smuggling ring operating as an airline flight crew. 8 people total are charged, accused of running heroin and meth from Asia to Australia for the past 5 years. Well, the Apple Watch could become more affordable for people over 65. This is according to CNBC. Apple's in talks with several private Medicare plans to subsidize the watch, which starts around $280. Now, the idea is seniors could use it as a fitness tracker, possibly preventing some health emergencies. And we've told you how Netflix just announced it's raising its prices, and honestly, we've noticed that streaming services really aren't getting any cheaper. The average price right now for internet and cable adds up to $120 a month. Now, the average price for internet plus Netflix, Amazon Video, Hulu, and HBO Go add up to $112. That's only an $8 price difference. And that's without any add-ons, too. So what can you do to get more bang for your buck? Well, that's where we come in. You may want to turn to your phone carrier. T-Mobile offers a free Netflix subscription depending on your plan. It also has T-Mobile Tuesdays, which offers discounts and free items on Tuesdays. Verizon Up allows customers to earn rewards as they pay their phone bills. And AT&T offers HBO subscriptions to certain customers. Sprint also offers Hulu services to certain customers. So while you're not necessarily cutting down on your bills, you are saving on other things, which is always good. Check back in our lineup as the debate over the border wall continues. We're in one Texas town preparing for a barrier that's already been approved. There are still a lot of questions there, though. You're watching the Now. What if you didn't have to burn a sick day when you call into work sick? As our workplaces become more connected, more people are able to just take the laptop and work from home while they're under the weather. Now, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg famously did just that earlier this month. She had lung cancer surgery in December, and as she recovered, court went back in session. So she kept up with cases by reading transcripts of oral arguments from home. Working from home while sick has its benefits. Besides not falling behind on your work, you can stay comfortable and you can be in your pajamas all day long, and your coworkers won't be exposed to whatever you have. However, if your illness is so severe that you need to sleep in bed, just go ahead and call out sick. Being that sick and taking certain medications can affect the quality of your work. And you might have heard about this health trend that continues to make headlines. Taking a shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning to help cleanse the body. I'm taking a closer look into the reality of this craze.
Apple cider vinegar not only can help you control your blood sugar, but we've received countless success stories from viewers about how it kickstarted healthy transformations from all over the country.
Dr. Oz isn't the only one saying apple cider vinegar is a miracle maker. Others using it claim it helps with detox, weight loss, clear skin, and controls blood sugar levels. It's not pretty, and it tastes about as good as it looks. Take it from them.
Gross. It's gross. It's like this gross flavor.
It's bad?
Me too.
Okay, so it's gross, highly acidic, but people swear by this stuff. We went straight to registered dietitian Jessica Crandall-Snyder to find out if this is true or a big fat myth.
One of the things that I would strongly avoid is taking apple cider vinegar because it's just not helpful and it can actually be harmful.
Yikes! Harmful?
Apple cider vinegar as a shot is not only going to make you feel like it's hurting your stomach and maybe giving you some reflux and maybe some decreased enamel on your teeth, but it's definitely not going to give you the claims that you're hoping for of decreasing your belly fat or decreasing your blood sugars.
Jessica says there is just no scientific studies backing these claims. Plus, she says, if you want to detox your body, you don't need to spend money to do it.
Your kidneys are going to be the answer to that. Drinking adequate amounts of fluid, getting adequate amounts of nutrition from the food that you're eating, but not through these crazy supplements that you're thinking about trying or these crazy fad diets.
Well, there you have it. Now, if you like taking it and think it really helps, by all means, Jessica says go for it. But if you're taking it as a miracle medicine, don't hold your breath.
Well, starting today, high school students from all across the state are gathering in Bakersfield to go head-to-head and show off their business skills. The Virtual Enterprise State Conference is being held at the Rabobank Convention Center today and tomorrow. Virtual enterprise firms consisting of about 1,500 students will be competing against each other. Each firm has developed a virtual company and has written a business plan and is required to give oral presentations. The event features competitions in marketing, human resources, impact marketing, perfect elevator pitch, salesmanship, and web design. Teams will also purchase and sell products as well as participate in a booth design competition.
It's really giving them the chance to demonstrate their career-ready skills in developing businesses, understanding what it means to test drive various careers, and really get the teamwork, the collaboration, the leadership skills that are really, really important. That's going to set them apart as they move on into college and into their career.
The top 5 teams from the finals competition will have the opportunity to advance to the international competition in New York in April. Both Bakersfield High School and Centennial High School virtual enterprise firms have previously won first place in the international contest. Good luck to them again. Let's take a live look outside. Outside is really going to be the focus, Allison, because this storm is making its way in.
The storm finally has pushed into the county. We've been tracking this atmospheric river making its way down the state throughout the afternoon into the early evening hours, finally making its way into Kern County. Just a few minutes ago, we did hear some raindrops on our roof outside the 23 ABC studios, but it looks like the storm cell that is in Kern County slowly pushing up into the Kern River Valley as well as into Tehachapi right now, but more rain is on the way. The story that we're also talking about is strong winds. So there's a wind advisory impacting the Kern County mountains as well as in the western portion of the valley that will be in effect until 4 in the morning tomorrow. Some of the strongest strongest gusts could be reaching 55 miles per hour through the Grapevine as well through the I-5 corridor. So that means another day of good air quality with an AQI of 29, and there are no restrictions, but birding is discouraged. Now, the most intense rain is going to be pushing into the county between the hours of 1:32 continuing until about 6:30. This is at 7 a.m. By the time you're waking up tomorrow, we can see some pockets of heavy rainfall up in the Kern River Valley. Still some scattered showers for us here in Bakersfield. And then we're seeing that heavy rain continue through about 10:30 to noon. And then slowly this storm will be pushing off to our east. So atmospheric river does mean tropical moisture, warmer temperatures. Today we were in the 70s and we're going to be holding on to the 60s as well, with those showers on Thursday. And as that storm leaves the county, still looking at breezy conditions, but temperatures dropping back down to the 50s, and then high pressure moving into the county this weekend. That does bring up the chance for some early morning fog on Saturday as well as on Sunday. Temperatures will be back to the 60s. Then now Bakersfield will be right back.
While the fight over the border wall rages on in D.C., a small Texas town on the Rio Grande is preparing for a barrier that's already been approved. But the big question that remains is whose land and whose homes will it divide? The Now's Chris Welch has the story of Roma, Texas.
You know, is this considered Mexico? Am I still in the U.S.?
Paulette Rios is anxious. Nobody's really told you anything.
No.
She was hoping that we might have answers.
Do you know what's going to happen?
I don't. Answers regarding how close to the river a section of border wall will soon be built, and answers about whether her home, nestled alongside her relatives here in Roma, Texas, might soon sit on the Mexico side of a steel barrier.
It's sad. I mean, I don't even know what to do, like, since I'm doing my house. I mean, I don't know if I should continue.
That's right. She's even put a stop to her home renovation.
I already did the lights and everything.
At least until they get some clarity.
I don't want to waste, like, my money on something that, you know, I'm not going to have.
Not even the city knows exactly where a wall might run through town. They know where it will begin and where it will end, but for those several miles in between, all they have to work with are clues like this X.
We've just been uncertain as to where and what that wall would look like and how it will have an impact on our community.
Assistant City Manager Freddie Guerra says that community, the majority Hispanic population of 12,000 people who call this historic border town home, is mostly against the wall.
Oh, these are the rafts.
Yeah, the rafts.
But Paulette Rios is an outlier. Yes, even though her home could be bisected by a 30-foot barrier, she still supports the idea of a wall.
Yeah, they're over there.
They're over here.
Yeah.
Because she says she's come across too many migrants far too often.
Maybe every 3 hours, 5 hours, you're passing by. I mean, they're trying to get across. I mean, I had 2 ladies here in my yard, inside my property.
There's a lot of illegal immigration, undocumented people cross through Rome every day. That's not that is a reality of our situation.
Wherever a barrier is finally built, Rios knows she'll lose a view and a prime spot for recreation.
I mean, it's sad because that's where we usually go to go fishing or whatever.
But she believes it's for the best because it'll bring her peace of mind.
Yeah.
Reporting for The Now in Roma, Texas, I'm Chris Welch.
Chris, thank you. Even though some big store chains are struggling to stay afloat, the common theme at the National Retail Federation show this weekend in New York is physical stores, they won't go away. What is changing is the shopping experience. The expo hall at this year's show was filled with digital products, including adding more devices that allow you to pay for things where you find it instead of waiting in line for a register. And what you'll see on those payment screens is also changing.
We allowed the retailer to take control of the screens and do advertising, surveys, anything else that they might want to do that could engage customers.
You can also expect more stores to incorporate augmented and virtual reality, letting you see what a new piece of furniture might look like in your home and also what you'll look like with a new shade of eyeshadow before you actually buy it. And finally in our lineup, you probably don't think twice about honking your horn if someone just pulls out in front of you and cuts you off. But one woman is fighting back after she got a ticket for doing this.
And I blared my horn at him, and I looked over and I saw that it was a police officer.
Okay, so yeah, she ended up honking at a police officer. We're going to be looking into the laws when it comes to this. A Massachusetts woman is taking an officer to court all over a traffic ticket she got from the cop for honking her horn. The Now's Nicole Vowell has her story and takes a look at the laws letting us know when using your horn is okay and when it's not.
Stephanie Kelly didn't know the horn on her Prius could cause so much added noise to her life.
I didn't do anything wrong.
It started here on this southern Massachusetts highway, where Kelly says a cop in an unmarked SUV pulled in front of her. She says she swerved to avoid hitting him.
And as I did, I blared my horn at him, and I looked over and I saw that it was a police officer.
The officer was reportedly pursuing another car, but wound up writing Kelly a ticket for excessive and unnecessary use of her horn.
I had to swerve around him. Why wouldn't I get angry? And then to get pulled over and get a citation for that action is completely infuriating.
Individual state laws vary, but according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, horns can be used to give an adequate and reliable warning signal. But using your horn out of anger, for example, if someone cuts you off, can result in a ticket.
I did not flip this guy off.
In Kelly's case, she was also accused of flipping the officer the bird, which she denies. As a state employee, she says she has the utmost respect for officers. The chief of police says the officer was within his rights to write the citation based on his discretion.
Just not fair. You know, it's my word against his, basically.
The department says the officer has no prior complaints, but Kelly says paying the $55 ticket isn't the plan. She's taking this to a judge.
I have to.
For the Now, I'm Nicole Vowell reporting.
Nicole, thank you. You've probably gotten an email or seen an ad to become a mystery shopper. As you can guess, a lot of them aren't legit. So tomorrow here on The Now, we're showing you the one place you can check and see if a secret shopping offer is real.
Tonight on 23 ABC News at 11, another storm is getting ready to move across Kern County, leading to more concern about those right there, wind and tumbleweeds getting blown into local yards. We're going to have that story and much more tonight on 23 ABC News at 11. In the meantime, though, we are talking about wind. We are talking about this next storm. Wow, it's already on the way.
Atmospheric river. It has made its way into Kern County. This is bringing tropical moisture, so warm temperatures and lots of rain on the way overnight, as well as those strong winds. Some wind gusts could be reaching up to 55 miles per hour. There is a wind advisory in effect until the early morning hours tomorrow. But actually, it looks like we're going to be seeing the most intense rainfall anywhere from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then some fog potentially on the way as we head into the weekend.
Wow. Be sure to send us your pictures to our 23 ABC Facebook page. That's going to do it for us here. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.